This is Jamie Drummond for Good Food Revolution. I'm here with Ilaria Petitto from Donnachiara in Campania, Italy. And how are you today, Ilaria?
I'm very fine, thank you.
Now, what do you do down in Campania apart from make absolutely fantastic wines?
I think that Campania is quite a beautiful region of Italy, and we have such a great environment and temperature for us wine. And most of all in the internal part of Campania, where I come from, in Avellino, which is the wine region of Campania. So we have good temperature, good weather, and great wines.
One thing that I love about your region is you haven't been invaded by non-indigenous varietals, and you seem to stick with the native varietals. Why do you think that is?
Because we have these grapes that were bring by Greece during the Magna Greece period, so all of them are really ancient. For instance, the Greco di Tufo, the name still have the sound of Greece, and also the Fiano di Avellino or Aianico, which come from Hellenicum. So they are very ancient grapes, maybe the anciest in Italy. For instance, the Aianico is considered the father of Nebbiolo as grapes. So we keep, the tradition of our beautiful and ancient grapes, and so we're still doing only typical variety.
Now, you joined the winery in 2007, but your family have quite a historied relationship to the land and growing grapes, do they not?
Yes, my mother's family owns this property since about 200 years. So my mother's father, my grandfather Mario, he was really pushing all I don't know how to say, the people that owns property, agricultural property in Campania, in Avellino, to implant these kind of grapes, this typical variety, and do not plant, for instance, other international grapes. So my mother, she's following her grapes with kind of organic law, which is the Lotta Integrata of Campania region, and she really cares for her own grapes, and she really wants to know and to follow her wines from the vineyard to the winery to the vinification process, make them very natural and very typical.
You grow both white and red varietals. What is the breakdown between white and red, and what are your most popular wines?
Okay, now, as I was telling to you before, we are producing more white wine. About 70% of our production is white, and the rest is red. And this because in Italy, not so many regions makes white wine, good white wines. For instance, Tuscany don't, Piemonte doesn't, Veneto doesn't. So we are.
They would maybe argue with you about that.
No, but they are buying white from us, so that's why we are selling most white wines. And my best wine in sales is for sure the Greco di Tufo, actually. And but also I really believe that our big aged red, such as Taurasi and also the Aianico, really deserve more and to get more popular. So I'm really pushing and keeping talking about Aianico and Taurasi.
Now, traditionally within Campania, what would you pair your different wines with when it comes to food?
So yes, we have great food also in Campania, and so we have in Avellino, most of all, we have a lot of truffle, lot of black truffle, and mushrooms. So they goes very well if you do pasta with mushroom, for instance, or with truffle, with the Greco di Tufo. They are very good. Or the reds, such as the Aianico or Taurasi, goes very well with wild meat. And in Avellino, because Avellino is a valley, but around we have big mountain. So Also, we have a lot of wild meat, and the Aglianico and the Torasi are perfect with them. So with the pasta and also the fish, the white, for instance, the Fiano di Avellino is beautiful with fish, with pasta with clams or shellfish.
Now, as well as Fiano and Falanghina, you also have another white, but something that's a bit of a rarity anywhere in the world, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you choose to continue to cultivate this grape?
Because we really don't want that this grape disappear. So it's the Coda di Volpe, foxtail. I love also the name. I think it's funny. We have, fox in the.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, they love grapes. Eating grapes is their passion. So we really think that Coda di Volpe, most of all the quality of Coda di Volpe we have in Avellino, so it's Irpinia Coda di Volpe, is really good and interested kind of grapes. So I think.
It's a unique varietal, that's for sure. How would you describe it in the glass? Because it is very, very different. Quite delicious, but very different.
Yes, I think the typical characteristics of Coda di Volpe is the chamomilla, and I love it. Everybody can smell very clearly the chamomilla in the Coda di Volpe, and the Coda di Volpe is having a bouquet which is most of all also flower, white flower, such as ginestra. I don't know how to
yes,
say
yeah,
ginestra.
I understand, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So no fruit, but most of all flowers, and so it's beautiful to have to add this white to our line, because it's other white which is having his own characteristics, and so it's really beautiful and different from the others.
Well, I was most impressed. I thought that was a new one for me and a lot of fun. Now, I have one final question for you. What does good food mean to you?
It means my tradition and means the culture of my place, not only Campania but also Italy. And most I'm traveling, I realize that really food is part of our culture, and so it's and wine and food, I think it's one thing. So.
Well, Ilaria, thank you very, very much for joining us at Good Food Revolution today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.